Expanding opportunities to improve the agricultural climate. Hi and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo. Please welcome Jeff Spiegelman. He comes to us from District 11 from the Delaware House of Representatives. Representative Spiegelman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what does the agricultural climate look like right now in Delaware?
We've got a very thriving agricultural industry in Delaware. It's Delaware's #1 industry. Sussex County for the last 60, 70 years has been the #1 county in the country for chicken products. And we have the largest port anywhere on the earth, I believe, for import-export of bananas. Well, import of bananas anyway. What I would love to see, though, is for us to use this great asset that is the Port of Wilmington to actually even improve further Delaware's agricultural climate.
Well, the bananas, I'm assuming, come from a foreign country?
That's right. We have a lot of trade agreements with foreign countries, and we found a niche market in importing bananas. I would love to find another niche market, maybe one or two, really improve the economic situation of the Port of Wilmington, of Newcastle County, and then across the state.
How do you go out and find new foreign partnerships to embark on in order to expand your importing and exporting?
You know, that's a very good question. First, we have to make sure that we have the facilities at home to make these trade agreements with partners around the globe profitable for everybody involved. And so that's one of the things that we would be looking at in working with the Department of Agriculture and the port to make sure that the port is ready for an expanded role in import-export of agriculture.
It sounds like you would have to sort of analyze what that port looks like in the infrastructure, and there might be other costs and agencies even associated with trying to build upon what you've got.
It's certainly possible. And then from there, we also have to look at what's available, what's out there, what kind of niche market can we fill. Certainly, we're not talking about huge tanker ships filled with grain. Delaware doesn't produce that much grain. But maybe a car here, maybe a car there, maybe smaller containers. Maybe that's what we find. For all we know, that might be low-hanging fruit that doesn't cost the state anything, and then we really reap the benefits.
That's funny you say low-hanging fruit. Talking about the bananas, I bet a lot of people don't realize how much of the banana products come from, where did you say, another country?
They come from mostly South America. Okay. And yeah, Port of Wilmington is a huge importer of two companies in particular, Dole and Chiquita. So, I mean, you might even want to call us the banana state.
How about the exporting industry? What does it look like here in Delaware?
Well, we do export a little bit of goods, but the idea is finding the niche market becomes very, very important because we're not talking about a huge tanker ship filled with agricultural goods. We just simply don't produce that much. We're not a big enough state. But perhaps we can find smaller containers. Perhaps a couple of containers go to this country, a couple of containers go to that country. For instance, we import a lot of grain from Turkey. We import organic grain from Turkey for the organic chicken industry. Maybe we find something that we can send back to Turkey.
Talking about the grain, Delaware has to sort of expand its agreement with some of its partners in bringing in the grain.
Expanding agreements and finding new ones, yes.
And why are we low on the grains?
We're a state that doesn't produce, we don't produce enough of our own grain to fuel the massive chicken industry that's in Delaware. So we have to bring in grain from other places. For instance, we bring in organic grain from Turkey, and we bring in grain from large places in the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. It would be great to begin sending more agricultural goods back the other way.
So is this something that you are going to revisit in the next General Assembly?
This is something I've been working on the last month or two. I plan on working on it again the next couple of months, and hopefully we can really get something done next year.
Great. Well, good luck, Jeff. Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate it.
You've just heard from Jeff Spiegelman, who comes to us from the Delaware House of Representatives from District 11. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo.